Welcome to Seed to Life. I hope you're doing well and enjoying the winter. In many parts of the world, winter has begun, unless you're in Australia where it is summer now. Today's video is about a plant or superfood that is not famous because we have underestimated its potential. It's a legume or bean known as horsegram or kulthi. The botanical name of horsegram is Macrotyloma uniform. I have grown up eating the yummy curry and porridge made from this extremely healthy legume, and it is one of the healthiest foods in our diet. So, the purpose of this video is to create awareness about this underutilized food by knowing more about it and its health benefits. I am also going to share with you one of the few recipes that I know. In my following video, I'll be sharing with you how to grow this plant, but for now, let's get introduced to this plant. The origin of horsegram is traced to India, where probably it was first cultivated. It is an ancient crop found in archaeological sites dated 2500 BC. However, some studies believe that it was native to Africa. Other than India, it is also being cultivated in other Southeast Asian countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Bhutan. It is also grown in Africa and Australia, but possibly not for human consumption. It receives its name from its main use as a feed for horses. Yes, it was used as a feed for horses. Even in the US, it hasn't received much attention as a human food. I remember many years back, I found a bag of horsegram in one of the Indian grocery stores in the northeast part of the US. That bag lasted for a long time, and we later moved to different states in the US and never found this pulse again in any of the grocery stores. But this year again, the Indian store near me has started selling it. When I compared these new seeds to the old ones that I had, you can clearly notice the difference in color. The older packet had a colorful mix, whereas the new one has a uniform color. It is possible that the older packet has a mix of different varieties of these beans, whereas the newer packet includes only a single type. Because this crop is neglected, it is losing its biodiversity, and I believe that is what it is. There is one variety called as black horsegram, and it is completely black in color. Now, even though it is not famous in many countries, still it has managed to be known by various names like kurit, kulthi, madras gram, kollu, or ulavalu. Let's look at the nutritional content of this promising superfood. The protein content of the horsegram is almost 22%, which is comparable to chickpeas and pigeon peas and other protein sources. It contains about 60% of carbohydrates, and out of which almost 29% are dietary fibers. Dietary fiber content of the flour is 16.3%. Horsegram is a good source of essential fatty acids. Other than these nutrients, it is also a good source of macro elements like calcium, potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, and sulfur. It also contains a number of microelements like iron, molybdenum, manganese, nickel, and zinc. So many nutrients in only one food. In ancient Ayurvedic literature, the traditional Indian medicine like Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita, horsegram is used for the treatment of hiccups, abdominal lumps, bronchial asthma, to control excess sweating, menstrual health problems, kidney problems, and prevention of dental cavities. The list is actually very long. Coming to modern day research, many researchers are exploring nutraceutical properties of horsegram. That means what type of nutritional benefits this food brings to us. Because of the high protein content, it can be a healthy and tasty meat replacement. It releases very low glucose in the blood because of its high non-digestible carbohydrates. Hence, it is a good source of healthy carbohydrates for the dietary management of diabetes. High insoluble dietary fibers can help your digestion and can be a great remedy for constipation. Horsegram also aids in maintaining homeostasis, that means keeping the balance of water and the chemicals in your body, keeping everything well balanced. On the other hand, the soluble fibers in the horsegram help to keep your heart in good health. Like other legumes, horse gram also contains a lot of good fatty acids. They are very useful for diabetes, heart diseases, and may even slow down the brain diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease and keep the brain functioning well. The lipids are the type of fats in horse gram that are useful in the treatment of gastric ulcers. The leaves of the horse gram are edible and contain almost double the minerals compared to the other common leafy vegetables. We have already seen how horse gram contains several macro and micronutrients and thus acting as a multivitamin tablet in itself. Now we learned many good things about horse gram. Let's see if there are any side effects and how we can address them. Pulses contain several anti-nutritional factors that reduces the bioavailability of nutrients. What it means is that some chemicals in the horse gram can prevent the absorption of nutrients, making it unusable for our body. But don't let it discourage you, because the simple remedy for that is processing. Sprouting these pulses and roasting the seeds before making flour reduces the undesirable effects. By now, I think we have explored this superfood horse gram enough. Now I'm going to share with you a quick recipe of horse gram curry with you. But for that we need to sprout horse gram. You can wash the seeds multiple times with clean water and soak them in water. Most other pulses I soak for about 8 to 12 hours, but I soak horse gram for at least 2 days. Then I just wrap the seeds in a clean wet cloth and let them sprout for at least 4 to 5 days. Longer the sprouts, the better they will be digested. Make sure to keep the cloth wet all the time to prevent drying of the sprouts. Now here is the recipe in this quick video. A big thanks to you for watching my videos and supporting my channel Seed to Life. Please click subscribe for more such videos and updates. Click the bell icon to get notified about future videos, and feel free to reach out to me through comments, Facebook, Twitter or Instagram if you have any questions. I am posting the links in the description. I would love to hear your suggestions and would like to know the news of your garden. Happy gardening. Thank you again. See you soon.